Can I leave an email address of Jen K?
Hello? Yes.
This officer one.
Okay. You're calling from a Dallas number in Victoria?
What can I help you with, ma'am?
I'm just getting clarity because I have spoof calls.
Ma'am, I'm Officer Pullen. How can I help you?
Okay, and your badge number?
7961.
Okay, so you're calling from a Dallas number.
I'm calling you, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so my Facebook and multiple different accounts have been hacked. Emails, I'm currently locked out of several emails. I get them, emails that I've had decades. I'm locked out of several Facebook pages that I've had a long time. And then I had just recently got a new Facebook page. And then it appears to be controlled, each who I can communicate with. And then, I send multiple different friend requests, and it's weird, and they're not people that should be accepting it or not. So at another point, I found out these people weren't getting the communication and messages that I was sending them. I tried to report it to Itasca Police in 2018, but his body cam went off and I couldn't properly do the report. So I like to report it again. I know that hacking emails is criminal, and also the FBI investigates hacking of emails. And I just wanted to report that my Facebook page is hacked, and I believe also my YouTube channel is hacked. It's defrauded me out of funds for years. So views will go down, they'll freeze and pause, and then things have even altered. I couldn't get monetized for a year because of these glitches. I was supposed to be monetized, everything was in place, and then when I started trying to complete the monetization process, I couldn't complete it for over a year. And then when I started recording my experiences, then I was able to get monetized.
Okay.
So, but now I was off of social media for a long time, but I know that my situation is highly unique and unusual. So, since it is kind of unbelievable, I decided to go ahead and start a Facebook page again and try to advocate for myself. But it's not really getting anywhere because it appears to be controlled. And then I've sent things to Al Sharpton just to be ignored, and multiple different other parties, and it's just to get nowhere. So anyone that has power or can help me get out of the position I'm in, I don't hear from. And I don't, and I know, like I said in the past, that it has been controlled and people never got the messages.
843, 843, go ahead.
It looks
Shall we
like the
write?
party's son that I'm, my abuser's son. It actually looks like him. He has a light skinned child about that age. That's my profile picture was placed as someone giving the child giving someone the middle finger, and it looks like my abuser's child.
Okay.
He says that you guys are on his payroll and you're bought off and paid in full, and you're always covered for him, and I'm powerless. He has says the police department is in his pocket.
Who?
Jason Gardner, Vivid Images. He's saying that he's controlling you guys in the government, and you will always do it, and you'll never investigate him because he's paying you.
Okay.
He said that I can report to Kingdom Come, but you'll never investigate him ever.
What did our dispatch tell you when you called in?
I'm not quite certain. All I know is that I'm reporting a crime. Are you denying me the report? Are you covering for him again, like Itasca Police did?
No, ma'am. I'm asking you a question. What did our dispatch tell you when you called in?
I don't know. What did she tell you? She said,
According to the call notes, you're advised you needed to contact social media.
So you're denying me,
If you
investor,
would,
you're
you could
denying a
contact
report
them.
number that someone's hacked emails and that's a crime? That's a felony. You're committing a crime of tampering with evidence right now. What was your badge number?
I already told you, ma'am.
What was it? Again?
I'm not telling you again.
Okay, I don't know why each time I'm reporting him that you guys are upset as well as every other environment that I'm in. Why I have to be punished for reporting crimes repeatedly over and over and when you'll be held accountable? Can you explain to me why I'm reporting a crime to you and you're slandering Facebook saying that Facebook will investigate the hacking of every account that I have?
Ma'am, I'm not going to stay on the phone while you accuse me of these things. If you have anything legitimate you need to report,
Tampering
I'll
with
listen to
evidence
you,
is a
but other than that,
felony.
this
It's someone
conversation is
hacking my
done.
device and you guys repeatedly racking up charges for yourself. I wish someone investigate you. Every time that I have something on this man, you punish me for reporting him. Just like I was arrested for reporting the
I'm
death
done with
threats.
this conversation. You have a good night, ma'am.
So he does the things, knowing I'll try to report it, and then he uses their behavior to upset me. So this, one of the little quiet things, I really can't smile even in my own environment. I have to go get ready in the closet. This is how I have to live. So I'm at home, and then when I smile, I experience things like this. There's deliberately years I have went through this, and I know that you didn't believe me. Like when I was at Our Daily Bread, and I hysterically laughed, and the security came in and panicked within 10 minutes and said that they were putting me out. I said, what are you talking about? You recorded in the building. No, I didn't. Yes, you uploaded it to YouTube. You can see grass and concrete. Then they were so furious I laughed. They had the location clap when they put me out. The whole location knew that this location was depriving me of the services and scamming. And then they also knew that they had to play these petty mind games too. They played games with the food, so I got tired of it. So to combat their games, they tried to give me a certain food that everyone else didn't have. So I got out of line because they keep doing this. They do this in jail too. So I got out of the line. So people started panicking. Nobody wanted the food, and they tried to call security and try to demand that I get this food. I said I got out of line. I had something to do, and they said that's your plate. And I said, can you explain to me why people are panicking? Nobody wants the plate. He was speechless. So then they allowed me to get another plate because it didn't make sense for people to panic and demand that I take this plate, and I got out of line. Nobody wanted it, but this has happened at multiple different locations. In jail too.
Victoria Police Department.
Yes, may I have your name?
April.
Okay, April. That police officer that called me was corrupt because I told him that YouTube and multiple different other social media platforms were hacked and my emails, and that it looked like my abuser child was on my profile picture and I didn't do it. And he tampered with evidence and would not give me a report number to cover for the crime.
You didn't give your report number?
No. And that's a felony.
Would you like to speak to the sergeant?
Yes.
If I can get your number again, I can have the sergeant call you.
Okay. What's the sergeant's name?
Either going to be Sergeant Banda or Sergeant Ortiz.
Okay. You still have my number, right? So I got the message, and then he does the same thing again. I'm doing good. He's online, still ignoring me. POF. So another party immediately when I do that upload. I ask him where he's from, and then he asked me where I'm from. And I already told him. So it's annoying because he expressed where he's from. And then I said, before he told me where he's from, I said where I'm from. And then I said, where are you from? And then he's saying, where are you from? So multiple different conversations are like this. I've already answered that to get nowhere. And then it takes them days, hours, not just like maybe 1 or 2, 15 hours in days. Multiple different people doing it. So it changed to 24 minutes. Now he has responded. It immediately altered. So it went from 25 minutes to 24 minutes, and then he sent a message, and the message is backdated to 9:29. But the time is not 9:56, and I just showed you that message. But when I didn't get the message, it was backdated. So this man claims to be an engineer. Hello?
Hello, is this Miss Clark?
It is.
Hello, Miss Clark. This is Sergeant Bondo with the Victoria Police Department.
Okay. What's your badge number?
1348-1348.
Yes, I've experienced a lot of corruption from Victoria Police. Everything that I've reported, maybe like 9 reports, they've all covered for it. A lot of it was hacking of my devices, my friends' devices, an abuser, and the abuser has also hacked into multiple different Facebook pages, YouTube, emails that I'm still currently locked out of, Facebook pages that I'm still currently locked out of, and then hacking of my devices. And it looks like on my profile, I need to slow down. My profile photo, it looks like his child holding up the middle finger. So I did not switch my profile, and I would not like something like that for a profile picture. Someone holding up the middle finger. But I don't know why your officer covered for that and was angry with me. A lot of officers were angry with me, and Casilius was also angry with me when I was reporting my abuser. And was so angry, he told the domestic violence organization to discontinue help and to be psychologically abusive, and they were. So then they walked off while I was talking and scheduled appointments and canceled them, and then wouldn't reschedule them. That's a domestic violence organization in the Mid Coast.
Yes, ma'am. Where do you currently reside at, ma'am?
I've already given them that information.
Okay, right. This is my first time speaking to you. So
Yeah, I'm homeless. I don't really have a location. That's what I informed her.
Okay. So what is it that you're wanting me to help you with?
I just want you to abide by the law. Is that possible? And give me a report number and investigate who's hacking my devices repeatedly and find out why your officers are repeatedly covered for crimes. I did inform him that my abuser states in the email that you guys are taking bribes and that you're covering for him and that you'll always do it, that you're crooked and you're deliberately trying to cover for him and protect him, and that's your job.
What email are you referring to?
An email would you like me to send it to you? Yes, he sent. I think I've already communicated with you. You sound familiar. So I also gave it to J.W. Poe, the emails, and then false arrest, me being arrested in Austin for trying to report death threats. So he's lashing out through the police department and other parties. He's upset that I'm reporting his crimes. So the police department lashes out for him and won't protect him, and then won't take his reports. Well, my reports regarding him.
So you've already spoken with the internal affairs lieutenant.
I spoke with J.W. Poe, but not about this incident that just occurred maybe about 40 minutes ago to an hour. This would be a new report. I'm just trying to show you evidence of this repeated pattern. I'm trying to build up to the current event so you know that there's evidence, hoping that you won't tamper with it like the rest of the officers have done, and J.W. Poe as well. So I'm hoping that you'd have integrity, but most of the people that have integrity are not allowed to call me. But I'm not quite sure why so many people are happy to rack up felonies and, deprive me of reports regarding this man.
So, what man are you talking about?
His name is Jason Gardner of Vivid Images Baton Rouge. That's where he has his main address.
Does he live in Victoria, Texas?
I don't think so.
Do what, ma'am?
I don't think so.
How long have y'all been separated?
I haven't had. I ended the online relationship with this man 2018. I think in like February or March.
So you've never met the man. You've only spoken to him online.
I didn't say that. I've met him a couple times in person, but it was primarily an online information, um, online situation. I found out that he was monitoring me illegally, watching everything I did. So there was really no need for him to venture out and see me when he had avenues to monitor me, everything that I did in my living environment. I tried to report it to a task of police, these um, chats and different things that I was on, where it looked like he was monitoring me in my environment and telling me what I was doing. And I tried to get a task of police to find the hidden cameras, but they wouldn't, even though that's a crime voyeurism. So now peculiar things happen. Like when I'm doing something, I'll immediately get a call, or whenever I'm peaceful and enjoying my day, someone will prank call me, or something to happen, like this picture of this child giving someone the middle finger. So things will happen repeatedly over and over to upset me when I'm in my own environment. But it's been happening for an extended amount of time. And there has been evidence of voyeurism crimes.
Okay. Do you live here in Victoria?
Yes.
Okay. So you claim that this individual lives in Baton Rouge?
I don't really know where he resides, but I'm not really understanding. If someone is stalking someone and they have an abuser, they do commute, and those are higher charges if it's interstate stalking. I thought so. That's even worse. But some kind of way, multiple different departments try to use as an alibi the distance to keep him from having accountability for his repeated crimes. That I think
Has
there's a disconnect because there's a biased nature that everywhere I'm at is covering for him.
Hey, Miss Clark, has anybody contacted this male subject that you speak of?
No, they always cover for him.
Okay,
No
so
one has
nobody's.
ever investigated them. They won't barely take a report and have arrested me to cover for him multiple different times.
Do you know what his date of birth is?
Yes, it's 5/19/1980.
And can you repeat his name again?
Jason, Jason,
Uh-huh.
Gardner, Gardner.
White, black, Hispanic?
He's black.
And you said he has in Baton Rouge.
Right.
That's where you think he resides.
I'm sorry?
I said that's where you think he resides, correct?
Yes. Would you like his business address?
Yes, ma'am. What business does he work for?
He has his own business. It's Vivid Images, Baton Rouge. The address is 2167
2167
Beaumont Drive. And let me give you the number.
Go ahead with it. He has hacked your online accounts?
I believe that he has because like I said, that I communicated with him. I communicated with him in a task on multiple different fake pages. And not only did my Facebook get hacked, all of my friends got hacked, my friends list. And then you had Casilla's take a report that her device got hacked because of my device, and her friend's device got hacked. So all multiple different people in different groups and circles, their devices get hacked. What was going on is I believe someone was monitoring me through my device. So, and they wanted to be petty and hear everything. So I started cutting my device off. So then what they did to combat that was hacked all my friends, people in my circle's device so they can listen in and commit crimes. So if my phone was off, I couldn't be monitored. So then they hacked everyone around me so they can listen in. And she was trying to report that to Quacilius that we would make a statement on something, and then someone would send me an email stating what we had just said. Then someone in another environment can confirm that same story because it happened with another party. I was trying to give this party my address at a domestic violence organization, and then I cut the phone off so no one would, monitoring me would know where I was at. So then I cut the phone back on, and then she looked at me like she thought that was bizarre, like she thought it was all in my head. So I cut the phone back on, and it said, "You're in Victoria." And then I said to her, "Do you want to see why I cut my phone off?" And then I showed her the message said that you're in Victoria right after I just was giving her my address and cut the phone off. It freaked her out, and she wanted me to get another phone because she's over a program that I was going to be involved in. So it freaked her out, and she didn't want to put other parties at risk with whatever was going on with my devices. So she told me to cut the phone off, and she wanted it off the remainder of the interview because it was obvious that we were being monitored. So that's one party in a new environment, and then another party in the old environment, and I just have not been able to report this for 10 years. Plus.
And you said that you spoke to Lieutenant Poe about all of this?
No. I know that multiple different parties try to find any kind of avenue they can to tamper with evidence and protect this man. J.W. Poe, I did inform him that multiple different parties were not doing investigation, and then I gave him I gave him evidence of what I was stating, and then he ignored me. I've never heard from him again. So now he's not the only party. Another party in Plano with internal affairs that when I was reporting to her, the police department had came and removed me from an organization's New Beginning in Plano and actually assaulted and arrested me at an organization in Garland just for attending a support group. So then, since they, arrested me and assaulted me at that location in Garland, I went to the Plano location, and the police came to remove me. So then, at that point, I realized that it was misconduct. So I went to internal affairs, and then asked to speak with the victim's advocate, and someone interrupted the advocate and wouldn't let her speak with me and help me. And then internal affairs did nothing. So around the same time I was talking to J.W. Poe, I was talking to the Plano internal affairs, getting ignored there too. So since that happened, I went back to Garland and New Beginnings to question why they sat there and let police assault me and arrest me for attending the support group. The police department came again and removed me and told me not to come back.
Ms. Clark, who's Jeremiah?
I'm not quite sure. Why would you ask that?
Is that your brother?
Why are you asking that?
Because I think we need to contact that individual because I think you need your whole story about all of this in your mind. Does this make sense?
Well, multiple different people gotta use that as an alibi, and I think that is even more dangerous when you use your behavior as an alibi to get away with crimes. And I'm not quite certain why you would stalk me and know about my child and try to use that as an avenue, as basically a threat. It's already happened before. So I'm not quite certain on why you're stalking me and you can't validate my experiences. First off, there was a witness in multiple different environments. So you don't have to think that it's all in my head because there's a witness. I have it recorded. So I'm not quite certain. I have it recorded speaking with internal affairs and I have recorded the videos. So I'm not quite certain on why you can't let me give you my YouTube channel because slandering me to get away with crimes, that's criminal. That's basically tampering with evidence.
Ms. Clark, I do believe you need help, but I think you need help on the mental side of things.
Well, no, let me supply you with the evidence. Okay. So what's your email address?
It's abanda, BANDA.
Well, hold on. So I like the report number, though. Give me the report number. Well, I get...
What report number?
For my devices being hacked and my friends' devices, and then I'll give you the witnesses. I like the report number for reporting it. Tampering with evidence is a felony.
Ms. Clark, you've recorded this before on video. You've said the same thing over and over again. I do believe you need help, but
But
I don't think
regardless of what, you haven't done an investigation. That's criminal.
Miss
I
Clark.
get it that you're trying any kind of avenue that you can to get out of doing this report, and your main objective is that you cannot do an investigation on this man. But I do want my report number, that I have evidence, and then you can rule it out later. You not giving me a report number is a crime, even if you try to use the alibi if that you think it's delusions. Nonetheless, I still want the report number that I reported it to you. That way you don't get your felony charge that you deserve.
Yeah, what crime is it, Miss Clark?
Hacking of my devices and friends' devices, and then there's witnesses that you can interview, and then there was a witness with Cecilia. You can look at his body cam footage.
Who's the witness? To what contacting?
The witness. Are you able to look at that? Please don't repeat her name because I record my calls. You're not able to look at the body cam footage with Cecilia? Cecilia?
No, I don't. No, I want you to give me the number.
I don't know. You may be a scammer.
I'm not gonna play this game with you, Miss Clark. I'm not a scammer. I'm just really not. I think you need help, but I don't think you.
I don't want to be slandered, because falsifying information in reports is a crime. Slandering me to cover for this man is criminal.
Miss Clark,
So you using as an alibi the corruption and the crimes that has happened. All you have to do is go back to the body cam footage of Itasca.
that I want the number from you. I'm not going back to any body cam footage. I want the number from you. I'm not gonna play this game.
I don't know why you guys lash out when my abuser's upset. I'm getting the number. I don't think that you should be controlled by him, and then lash out for me reporting this abuse repeatedly over and over.
This is the same thing you posted on your YouTube channel a while back ago. So just go ahead and find the number for me.
Okay, so you've seen the YouTube channel. So why are you thinking that it's not happening if you've seen the channel? And then you are saying something about my son, and you just guys are so sure you won't get charges. That is just to upset.
So Jeremiah's your son.
Why do you want to concentrate on Jeremiah?
Because I think you need to be contacted and you need help.
I don't think that you need to continue to slander me. I think that you guys need to be accountable for your crimes, and it needs to happen pretty quick because you guys are sick.
Miss Clark, can you please give me the number that you told me that you were going to give me, please?
But you are refusing to look at the body cam footage? Right.
And what's the number? Who does this phone number belong to?
This is acquaintance that I had at a location. And I think that body cam would be more, important. That way because I don't know what you are capable of doing, but I just don't understand why you won't do proper law enforcement and look at the body cam footage.
Who does this number belong to?
I just told you it was an acquaintance, and I like the report number so you don't get a felony charge.
I'm not going to get a felony charge. Who does this number
I like the
belong to?
report number. I don't know why when I'm upset that all these scams to upset me, and why people are so angry with me for being violated and, reporting crimes over and over again.
I agree with you. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this, and I really want to get you some help.
If you want to give me some help, that first start would be to abide by the law and not slander me, because that, could lead up to consequences for you. First off, you do an investigation. Then you see if the allegations that someone's reporting is actually happening. You don't slander them with mental illness to continue to get away with felonies.
Is this Miss Clark? Whose phone number is this?
This is a phone, and I told you to record. I record her calls, and you deliberately try to expose numbers.
Okay. And what am I calling her about?
If proper police work would be to review the body cam footage of Cecilia's. That would be proper police work, and not try to use my son as a strategy to cause fear and keep me from reporting this man. You've already done it. Another department. That's a low-key threat that you guys use when you're desperate to try to give me a low-key threat to silence me to protect this man.
I think you need help. I really do, and I want to help you, but...
You can help yourself by giving me the report number for the crime I'm reporting to you. Help yourself to not go to prison and give me the report number.
Miss Clark, I'm not going to go to prison, Miss Clark, but what I will say is this.
I don't need to be slandered. All I need you to do is give me the report number. I reported that my emails are hacked. All you would have to do is a simple investigation. Yeah, I'm still out of them now. I'm still locked out of my emails. I reported that my Facebook page was hacked. I'm still locked out of it now. Then I have another Facebook page. You can see the child holding the middle finger. That's what I'm reporting with you to you, and you're trying to tamper with evidence over it and slander me as alibi. So I don't know why you have to demand like an army full of other locations that I'm mentally ill and just deprive me of the report number. Just give me the report number. I mean, do the investigation, and you can rule it out or do whatever you need to do with the investigation. I just don't want you to get charges for tampering with evidence. That's a felony.
There is a report number tied to this call.
I like it. What's the report number?
You called to make a complaint on an officer that you just spoke to, which I'm very sure you probably did the same thing to.
No, I'm trying to report that my phone is hacked, and why do you guys cover for that with the vengeance?
Miss Clark, we're not Miss Clark. I really believe you need some
I don't need to be slandered. I know that I did laugh, and you would have to see the situation to believe it. It's like a prank call that I repeatedly keep trying to report. Nonetheless, are you denying me the report number? Are you willing to get that felony charge?
There is no report number to give. This isn't a report call. There's no report number to give.
Well, I need to do a report that my Facebook is hacked and my multiple different emails have been hacked. It's a crime, and I need to report that I have issues with my devices and my friends' devices being hacked, and there's witnesses of it, multiple different environments.
Miss Clark, your social media account doesn't have a picture of a kid on it. It has a picture of you, and then you have a post on there where you're replying to yourself like 30 times. So my question is this.
I'm replying to myself 30 times. Who told you about my social media account?
All I have to do is just look up your name. That's it. That's literally all I have to do.
Okay, my social media account, I changed it because I didn't want the child giving the middle finger. I have a screenshot of it. What's your email address and I can give it to you?
I already gave you my email address and you wrote it down.
I don't have it, sir. I got a pen and paper. I wasn't able to get a pen and paper to write it down. I don't have it.
So I'm asking you this question because
can I have your email address so I can send you the screenshot of the child giving the middle finger? I didn't want to leave that as my profile picture. I like your email address.
I have been listening to you this entire time. I'm going to finish and then I'll give you my email address. Okay, Ms. Clark?
I don't want to be degraded, though. I don't want you to slander me. Do I have to repeatedly take you guys' abuse?
Oh, God. You're not being degraded, Ms. Clark. I'm just simply trying to get you to understand how this looks according to everybody else, okay? Or to everybody else.
I don't want to be slandered. I get degraded like that all the time. I just want to have your email address to give you evidence. I don't want for my abuser to repeatedly lash out through people and have them degrade me and then do anything possible to cover for his crimes. I just like to give you the email, get your email address so I can give you that picture. I don't want to have everyone that in my circle repeatedly cover for crimes. So can I just give you the email address? Would that be okay? Or do I have to take your abuse?
You changed your profile picture. How does that happen if you were locked out? That doesn't make sense. abonda@victoriatx.gov. But I'm telling you.
Okay, hold on. What is it?
A as in Adam, Bonda, BANDA, @victoriatx.gov.
One moment.